If you're running Facebook ads, this is part 3 to my series about why your ad account performance is suffering and what you can do to fix it. So in level 3 of this, it is structure and content diversification. Those are very, very common issues and are really big issues with ad accounts that, if solved, can actually fix your performance pretty quickly. So with the structure, what I see time and time again is people are just launching tons of campaigns. They don't really have any meaning around them. They're using them as creative testing campaigns, but there's so many of them and there's really no mechanism for scaling. And so the solution to this is consolidate your ad account. In my ideal structure, what you would have is a creative testing campaign and a creative scaling campaign, maybe a retargeting campaign standalone, but that's becoming less and less of a thing post Andromeda. So make sure you're consolidating your structure. Do you actually need a new campaign, or can you just do the creative test within a CBO or an ABO in an existing creative testing campaign? And then if you are going to launch a new campaign, make sure you structure it for margin. So I'm actually pro launching new campaigns as long as different products with various gross profit margins are being segmented. So if you have one product category that is, let's say, pants, and the profit margin is 20%, and then you have another product and the profit margin is 30%, and then the other product, the profit margin is 50%. Of course, you'll want different campaigns for those because each of them are going to have different ROAS goals because each of them get the same level of profit at different levels of ROAS. And then last but not least is content diversification, which is a huge, one of the biggest issues and most common issues I see when I audit Facebook ad accounts. And what I mean by this is most people will simply launch an ad that is bottom of funnel or middle of funnel in nature, meaning they have a picture of the product, it has an offer on it, and it says buy now. There's no education or unique selling point in terms of who you're actually wanting to target, who's best suited for your product, and why they should buy it. Why your product solves the issue that they're experiencing. So there's no top of funnel creative usually. All I usually see is mostly bottom of funnel, hey, buy our product, or maybe middle of funnel. Maybe you have some UGC of somebody testing your product or whatever. But create more top of funnel creative, make sure it's diverse, and make sure you're doing top, middle, and bottom of funnel for each persona you're wanting to test. So let's say you're wanting to test moms and why moms can benefit from your product. Make sure you're having top, middle, and bottom of funnel creative in one ad set or in one campaign for that particular persona. And then make sure you're testing different statics, different GIFs, different videos that all do the same thing from a content diversification standpoint. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.